Hello everyone. This is Dr. G. Anita Habsiba, Department of Chemistry, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. In this lecture series, we are discussing about natural dyes, and this particular video, we will learn about the extraction of natural dyes. Synthetic dyes can be used as such, but natural dyes, we have to extract them from their source and make them in the usable form. When you take a natural dye, they are eco-friendly, they are environmental protective in nature. They conserve the resources. For example, they require less amount of water and energy, and worker safety and health is also maintained. Long-term sustainability, these are the what else advantages of a dye house which use natural dyes as the dyeing material. When you take the extraction of natural dye, there are several steps involved. First one is the preparation. Herein, you take the particular natural dye source. It can be a bark, stem, root, leaf, flower, etc., seed, etc. So they are dried. These roots are dried and they are made them into powder. When you dry them, you have to dry them in shade. You cannot expose them to hot sun. You have to dry them in shade. And this powder is allowed to interact with the solvent which extracts the natural pigments from the particular source. So now the powder is allowed to interact with the water or organic solvents. Usually we use organic solvents. What are the properties of organic solvents? We will study in the next slide. Now these organic solvents or else the water will act upon the particular natural dye source. This may take place by use of normal heating, sometime microwave radiation, sometime enzymatic action, and the cell walls are broken down. Okay, and then the pigmentation is released. And now the soluble pigments are now filtered, and then it is being used as the natural dye source. Isolating the color of nature. First one is the preparation. You take dry and grind to maximize the surface area. The chemistry behind every particular step is what is given here. The first step of making them in the powdered form is to maximize the surface area. And the second one is the dissolution of the particular color in a particular solvent. It can be water or else it can be any organic solvent like ethanol, acetone, etc. And then comes the filtration. So here the solvent is also filtered and it can be reused. The color bearing solution is used as the dye solution. During aqueous extraction, soaking and boiling the raw materials in water is commonly followed. But when you take fermentation extraction, the natural breakdown of plants is taking place, and the cell wall is ruptured so that the pigment is given out. Solvent extraction, we can make use of acetone or ethanol to dissolve the non-water soluble pigments. Acid or alkali extraction is also used in the place of solvents and in the place of water. But when we use advanced and modern extraction methods, we make use of ultrasound, we make use of microwave, we make use of enzyme assisted supercritical carbon dioxide, etc., to rupture the cell wall. Our aim is to break down the cell wall, release the pigment, make use of the color. For that, we can also use traditional methods like aqueous extraction, fermentation extraction. Some, what else? advanced methods like solvent extraction, acid alkali extraction. Some more advanced and modern methods like ultrasound assisted, microwave assisted, enzyme assisted, and supercritical carbon dioxide. Now, when you take the solvent you cannot take every solvent. It should have a high affinity to the dissolved side, dyes. And the surface tension should be low. The polarity should match with the fabric and also with the dye stuff. And volatility should be less. There is the solvent volatility, stability, and fiber compatibility. All these things put together make the particular solvent a viable textile solvent. When you take these natural dyes, when you take them for operation, there are some constraints. They are biodegradable, environmentally safe, non-toxic, hypoallergenic, aesthetic uniqueness, etc. But still, they are inconsistent, low fastness property, scale limitations, shelf life, eco paradox, etc. Thank you.